from Whittles Field, this is Archbishop Spalding Lacrosse. Today, the 2026 season begins as the Cavaliers play host to Everest Academy. Great to be back with you for another season. Glenn Clark alongside Andrew Scally. Sean Hatley couldn't be bothered to be here today, but you know what? I think that's for the best.
It is. I mean, there's definitely a better smell up here in the booth. I'll say that, but Sean, you're missed. Come back soon, buddy.
Partner, it's good to see you. Cavaliers open up the season against an Everest Academy team that already has one game under their belt, picking up an 18-11 win over Fork Union yesterday. Cavaliers will be moving left to right on your internet dial here in this first quarter. Cooper Johnson out there for the opening faceoff against Alistair Clark. White shirts, white shorts, white helmets, red numerals for the Cavaliers. And a faceoff win. Ground ball picked up by Carson Blair, who wants to push. Carson Blair, nobody picks him up. He shoots low, gets blocked. The Cavaliers will maintain possession. All right, Andrew Scally, the storylines for Archbishop Spalding. Obviously, we begin with what's gone. And what's gone is a lot.
For sure.
Perhaps the greatest senior class in Archbishop Spalding history. Wildly successful, came within a nose hair of the championship a year ago. How do the Cavaliers go about making up for everything that's gone?
Well, I think the easiest answer is you got 18 seniors coming right behind them that had that same experience that those seniors had. They were in the practices, they were in the games, they played the tough teams, and that's a lot of good experience. 2 years ago, we're talking about the lack of experience that those same seniors had, and they've grown a lot over the last couple of years here, early transition.
Adam Schwab's running low shot saved by Warren, and then Callum McKay slips behind the defender, and it's Everest Academy who's on the board first.
Yeah, those are definitely the goals you want to get out of the way early in the season. Clearly some, subbing mishaps over here, confusion, yeah. Run the box the right way, get the right guys on, personnel still being figured out. So early lesson, they can rebound.
Benches have been moved to the other side of the field, and so far I think we'd say no.
Put them back.
Yeah,
take them right back, please. Maybe a halftime adjustment.
Trailing 1-0, it doesn't work. Face-off violation goes against Johnson, and so it's going to be make it take it for Everest Academy. Cooper Johnson, the senior from Severna Park, was 55 of 99 a year ago. An injury cut his season short a bit. Talented player and one of the veterans that the Cavaliers are looking to lean on. Spalding coming off that 18-2 season where they went 9-1 in conference play, won the regular season title, but lost to Calvert Hall in overtime in the MIAA final, and that'll be the last time we reference that ever again. They bring back just 45 goals and 95 points from a season ago as they lost 7 of their top 8 and 10 of their top 12 points getters from last season. If you take away Brady Mollett and Brody Moss, they bring back, these numbers are incredible, just 5 goals and 9 points from a year ago.
Thank God for those two.
Yeah, those two are going to be really important.
And guess what? You're going
to
have a new top, 8 of 10.
From well outside, Morissette pulls the trigger, and that'll be the first save for new Spalding goalie Braden Golubowski, junior from Arnold, who is committed to play at St. John's collegiately. He transferred in from Broadneck. Was chatting with Evan Hockel this week. He said, look, it was an open goalkeeper competition, and once he got used to the pace, he settled in, won the job, and he pointed out, as we know Evan Hockel cares a great deal about, he's really comfortable with him in the clear. Brody Moss's shot, not on target.
Yeah, good strong take there. Good backup by Brady. Let's see what he can get going from behind the cage. Obviously, he was powerhouse last year. And there he is.
There you go.
Getting the apple early.
Feeding it inside. Cavaliers tie the game up at 1 apiece.
Is that 17, Gavin?
It is. Double. I'll reconfirm Gavin Carpenter.
Yep. So there's a sophomore getting in the mix early. Hopefully we start calling early and often this season.
Carpenter, his first goal. One of the better players on the JV squad a year ago, stepping up, starting on the attack. His first of the season. Moss gets his first assist after 10 a year ago to go along with 7 goals. senior who's headed to play at Air Force. A quick face-off win. Tyler Kelly brings it up, and the Cavaliers will settle it down. That's a goal that helps, right? Things not going so great in the first couple of minutes of the game. Just settle things down. Everything's going to be all right.
Yeah, I think whether you're a senior or a freshman, the first game of the season, for the Spalding team, you're working out the pace, you're getting comfortable. You're finally facing somebody new. Early goal there, too.
Zach Gutierrez says, look,
nice
if you're not going to pick me up,
yes,
I'll
please.
go right ahead. Gutierrez gets his first of the season, and the Cavaliers lead 2-1.
Cavalier goal was scored by number 10, Zach Gutierrez.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing for this team early in the season is and Coach Hockle, I'm sure, is talking about this during practice, you're not the same team as last year. The expectations of last year, whatever, fill in the blank for last year is gone. And so now you have a new roster, a new opportunity, new season. Again, the top scorer is going to be new this year. Or that's the mentality, at least. And so I think if they go into this game with that mindset, that guys, we're starting over. We got new guys in the mix. Let's just take care of business and keep building on what Coach Hockle and his coaching staff has built over the last 4 years. I mean, last year wasn't a mistake, right? I mean, it's the culmination of years of recruiting, years of building, a program and standards. And now, it's not new for these guys that are stepping in from the JV to varsity. You feel that standard throughout this entire program.
You see Tristan Bergeron get a look at the faceoff dot that time. Violation called on him. So the Cavaliers have it already with a 2-1 lead, trying to add to it. Starters for Spalding today on the attack. Brady Mollett, of course, is the known. Fires it up top. Mollett, Adam Schwab, and Gavin Carpenter, two new starters joining Mollett on the starting attack. Brody Moss, Zach Gutierrez, and Braylon Jones, the first midfield today. Close defense, bouncing off the defender, but that shot will be saved off the stick of C.J. Craddock, who gets some run. Craddock, a freshman.
Oh, nice play there.
Flipped forward, extra pass, one-on-one, converted by Joaquin Gatt.
Yeah, sometimes you got to tip the cap. That was a great little flick in the center of the field there, led to transition for Everest. But really, it started on the offensive side for Spalding. Everest had a hard slide. He absorbed the hit, absorbed the contact, bounced off, took a shot. In my opinion, you take that shot, you bounce back up, you spin the ball, and you get another look. It was kind of caught in that no man's land between, settling down and taking the shot. So, unfortunately, paid for it.
Gatt from Lucas Williams ties it up at 2 apiece here in the first quarter. Finish the starters defensively. Jackson Hines, Brady La Rochelle, Sawyer Grant on close defense. And, of course, as I mentioned, Braden Golubowski making his first Cavaliers start today in goal. For Everest Academy, you just saw Joaquin Gatt and Lucas Williams combining on that goal. Noah Candy is the other starting attackman. Callum McKay, Christian McKinnon, and Alex Morissette, the first midfield. Close defense, Joshua Shepard, Isaac Fry, and Caden McBride Hyde. Goalie for today is Kyle Warren for Everest. Some trouble here. Neil Reinecker getting some run. Has it taken out of his stick. No transition. Cavaliers do well to get back in the hole defensively. And a nice save from Golubowski denying Williams.
A couple nice saves early there.
And a
nice
quick clear, right?
Yep.
Very efficient, getting the ball down to the other side as we approach the midway part of this first quarter. Players are still getting out there, still getting the attackmen the midfielders on the field. Now you see Braylon Jones. Jones, a sophomore, two-way mid.
That was fine. Buckets.
You knew. Nice feed. Schwab delivers.
You can't give him a 10-yard step down, nobody in his hands. You make that every time.
I might even make it.
I think
maybe.
I agree.
I can't guarantee it, but maybe.
It's 7 yards, 6 yards.
Braylon Jones gets his first point with the assist. Adam Schwab, his first goal, matching his goal total from a season ago. Senior attacker from Odenton sliding into that role. Was talking to Evan Hockle, hey, who's going to score for this team? He said, Adam Schwab has never seen a shot he doesn't like. And he goes up and snags that really nicely.
Looked right at the cage.
Boy, he's
trying to find that shot.
Well, if the pass had been on target, he was going to pull the trigger for sure. but he did well to go up and get it and protect the turnover. And he's pointed out that Adam Schwab gets a lot of his shots on the cage, had 4 goals in their scrimmage against Good Counsel.
I'm liking how they're sharing the ball early. I don't know how much is attributed to, defensive mishaps or miscues, but they're sharing the ball well, and here's another goal.
Mollet.
Jinxed it.
Boy, a leg save from
Jinxed
Gavin
it.
Carpenter. Denying Gavin Carpenter.
He got caught in a sweatpant leg there. But again, sharing the ball well, drawing the double, moving it quickly, getting defense flying around.
You're right about the good ball movement. As soon as the slide comes, that shot doesn't get through from Jones. Ball still on the turf. And kind of a lazy effort to pick it up allows Moss to come away with a great look, but the bouncer goes high. Brady Mollett has it off the restart. Still plenty of time. 34 on the shot clock. What are the biggest things that you're looking for with this young team? A lot of guys moving into new roles. What are you watching for besides moving screens?
I saw that one from a mile away. I mean, offensively, I think there's no secret, right? Everything's running through Brady Mollett, and I think being a 4-year varsity, letter
winner.
Letter getter.
We're going with
letter getter.
Letter Kenny.
Good ride there. I want them to slow the ball down and kind of dictate.
And that's going to be 20 seconds.
Good ride.
And a big hit in there from Mollett, and he's going to be rewarded with his first goal.
But as I was saying, I mean, you can tell the way he's moving around the field right now, he's confident. And I think I want that confidence to kind of translate to the other 5 guys out in the field. But he's going to ultimately be the straw that stirs the drink. So as long as he can, keep the other 5 on the same page and slow the pace when he needs to slow the pace, push tempo when he needs to push tempo, and help in that transition game, I think they're going to be okay. And then what you saw there is kind of the stuff in between, the riding and the clearing. He's flashing to the ball in the clears. He's riding hard. And it makes it a lot easier for your goalies and defenders to get the ball up the field knowing that they have an outlet there. But again, that's just on the offensive side. On the defensive side, I think getting the ball out early and pushing that transition. Obviously, it was Robbie Hopper, who was,
everything.
Arguably the best in the country at going from restraint line to restraint line. That's a gap there you need to fill.
You could have just stopped at best in the country.
I could have.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gutierrez shooting low. Nice save from Warren.
Yeah, it comes down to, I mean, for me, it's all about turnovers. Doesn't matter what year, what roster. If you control the ball, get the ball from defense to offense and take care of the ball, you're going to put yourself in a good position to win.
It feels to me like one of the important things is figuring out who your secondary offensive option is so that not everyone can just throw everything at Brady Mollett.
Agreed.
Because obviously every team that prepares to play Spalding this year is going to be thinking about what you do against Mollett. So you need to make sure that someone else demands that you pay attention to them too.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think what we've seen early in this game here is Everest is quick to go to Brady, but, it's the second and third pass that have gotten guys open. And, again, whether it's miscues on defense or just really good ball movement, they're sharing it, and different names are getting involved early. So hopefully that can be the trend for the year.
Mollett wide after the initial shot fake, down to 16 on the shot clock. Spalding in front 4-2 after Mollett's first goal of the season, coming off a 33-goal, 69-point year ago. Carpenter looks back at the clock. They got the reset, apparently. I thought that was just wide, but it must have gotten
a piece.
Yep. Gutierrez skips it home.
Good take.
Well, he's skipping rocks on the pond. Gutierrez makes it 5-2 with his second of the game. Watch that one more time. Mollett finds Gutierrez. Gutierrez was going low the whole way.
I mean, that's exactly what we were just talking about. I mean, you get Brady behind the cage, and they're sliding a second guy below goal line extended. Not even a threat at that point. They're creating instant offense, and I got to imagine other defenses are going to get this film and see, okay, we got to be smart about how we're sliding to them because we're creating offense for them.
Tyler Kelly had the face-off, won initially It's Kelly showing that he's going to be the second face-off option. He was 3 for 5 a season ago. Obviously, the Cavaliers replacing their top face-off specialist in Ryan Criswell. Had the initial face-off won, then a little bit rough on the goose, but they end up getting the ground ball anyway. And they have it. Everything going the way of the Cavaliers. Worth pointing out, obviously, Everest just played yesterday. Spalding trying to add to their lead. Mollett makes his move in front, shoots and scores.
Give it to him.
Brady Mollett's second of the game. Cavaliers rolling, stretch the lead out to 6-2, 4 straight. I hear this Brady Mollett fella's okay.
Has he committed anywhere yet? Is he playing the next level, or is he still
called the? Well, he's a legacy. It's really what it is. I think that like Maryland said, all right, we'll take you because your parents went. Brady Mollett, obviously one of the top players in the country, number 19, according to Inside Lacrosse in their class of 2026. All MIAA selection a year ago, and indeed headed to play for John Tillman at the University of Maryland, who I think wouldn't mind if Brady decided they wanted to start playing right now.
I don't think he would stick out.
I think he would fit seamlessly. Type of talent he has. Very creative, very clever. And as you can see, truly the quarterback type. He can do it from back at X. He's very comfortable in front of the cage. He is in command when the ball is in his stick. C.J. Craddock, freshman, playing varsity. Craddock lines it up, shoots it wide.
Good hard take.
Freshman from Odenton. What do you think about the freshman getting that opportunity?
Yeah, I was talking to somebody about this other day. I mean, it for me, I'm on the fence. I think that if you have the size, that's obviously a big check in the varsity column. But if you don't have the size, but you have some of the skill set, I think you benefit a lot from being on the JV, just getting reps against guys that at St. Paul's and all these other schools that have full rosters on the varsity that keep significant talent down in the JV. So I'm torn. I mean, obviously Coach Hockel saw something in CJ and thinks, okay, he's got the size and he's got some of the skills, and he can kind of fill in the gaps over the rest of the year and add value, and that's what they ultimately decided to do.
The long pole denied. Golubowski coming up with the save, and boy, it's really tough to tell a pole not to shoot in a situation like that, but it feels like maybe instead Cascara might want to think about letting his team have a bit more possession since the field's been pretty tilted here in the first half.
Yeah, that was a short possession, and I don't think the long pole from 15 in transition is the best look for them, but hey.
Final minute of the first quarter, that got a little dangerous. Gutierrez tracks it back down before it goes out over the near sideline. And this, I've got a question you've never heard me ask before. Now,
okay, please.
You, Andrew Skelly, when would you engage?
Last year, a younger me. I'm
less wise, less experienced.
less wise. A few less gray hairs on top of the head here. I would say probably in like the 7 to 10 mark. Now, I might go early.
Oh, wow.
I might go early. Give myself another opportunity.
Really creative look for Schwab. Sort of trying to push that low to high. 6 seconds, last chance here. Mollett feeds it out. And, a great move. Oh, my gosh, at the buzzer.
Great finish there.
An absolutely outstanding finish.
And, Glenn, I don't know why, if they go at 7 seconds, they don't have the opportunity. I don't know why anybody.
Why would anyone? It's very silly.
In their right mind say go at 7 seconds. They just bought 3 more possessions by going early and often.
Hard not to be impressed with what we've seen from Gavin Carpenter here in his first quarter. Carpenter gets his second of the game, and after one, it's 7-2 Spalding in front of Everest Academy. They score 5 straight to wrap up the quarter. Well, you mentioned older, wiser, a few more gray hairs. I believe there's quite a few more gray hairs. And you're now entering a world that I know very well. Congratulations, Andrew Scally, on the birth of your first son.
Thank you, thank you.
Have you slept in the last 4 months?
Last night was the first night in 4 months where he did not wake up once.
Whew, congratulations.
We had to wake him up at 6:30 in the morning. So we didn't know what to do with ourselves. We woke up at 3 o'clock, had a coffee, went back to sleep, woke up at 3:45, had a coffee. It was out of the norm.
That's incredible, man. It's an incredible feeling. I was a little bit surprised, but I do think Glenn Scally is a beautiful name. I understand why. Oh, that's no?
Middle name. I mean, it's definitely in there.
Really,
LGS.
Really happy for you, bud. Really, really happy for you.
Thank you. I have a whole new perspective on, obviously, time management on the clock and the world. So
I would say a new perspective on surviving. The greatest parenting advice that I got before my first son was born came from a former neighbor who was a genius. She was a scientist. I mean, she was brilliant. She had gone to Harvard.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. I'm not allowed on campus. She said to me, Glenn, when my first kid was born, my thought was, this kid's got to go to an Ivy League school. This kid's got to. Within the first year, I just said, don't die. I changed my standards.
Hey.
Just don't die. And if that's the case, then we're doing all right. And I said, you know what? I've learned from that. Now, my rule is, if neither of my kids are currently concussed,
life is good.
I'm winning.
Life is good.
I'm winning.
Well, that's great advice. I'm going to take that home. I'm not sure my wife would agree with setting the bar low, but maybe she will.
4-month-old, and yet you showed up for work today.
I did.
What does that say about the work ethic of others?
You know, Sean, we don't need to talk about Sean and his journey into fatherhood.
Oh, boy.
I don't know that, Glenn. He's got a 3-month-old.
What is going on around here?
We left at the end of the championship. We were crying the whole way home.
Happening?
They said, you know what? We need to brighten this world. Let's both have kids.
Oh, I'm so happy for both of you. So happy for you both.
Yeah, Glenn Hatley. It's weird.
Yeah.
You
both had the same thought.
We were on the same page.
That's beautiful.
Yep.
Face-off won by Everest Academy to start the second quarter.
Good
and
save.
How about Golubowski one-on-one denying Lucas Williams. Williams, the senior attacker who's headed to play at Mercyhurst next season. Had 4 goals, 3 assists yesterday against Fork Union.
Busy day.
Morissette trying to get free. Everest hasn't had a lot of possession here in this first half. Tough angle, making it a little bit easier for Golubowski. Christian McKinnon pulling the trigger, and it's going the other way.
I'm not sure what that call was. It almost looked like they reestablished possession and went
out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't know. It's happened too quickly.
Gutierrez in a little bit of trouble. Spins through 2
Spin
defenders.
cycle.
How about that? I feel like that's one of those, great job, kid, never do it again.
Yes. No. Yes.
Cavaliers going the other way now, right to left on your internet dial. Trying to chart a path forward. Coach Hochul says he thinks they have a lot. He thinks that a lot of players that maybe weren't starting a year ago because of who was ahead of them would have been starting for basically any other team.
Yeah.
So while maybe they don't have the same game experience, he thinks the talent is unquestionable.
Well, at the end of the day, you're
Gutierrez to
strong
Moss.
take there.
Moss with some heat.
Overpowered him.
First of the season for Brody Moss. Make it 8-2 with a 6th straight for the Cavaliers.
Off the shoulder, maybe? Let's see where this ends up. Yeah, right.
Oh,
that's going to leave a mark.
Shoulder. It might have actually been like the chest
mark.
pad. Yes. Andrew Scally now has the luxury of looking across the field at the gorgeous renovated video board showing the live feed of the game right here.
Largest on the Eastern Seaboard for high school.
That is incredible. That is immaculate here at Whittlesfield. Back to the face-off dot. And Kelly trying to come up with it on the third try.
Can you stay in?
No, it's not.
No,
it's
it's
going to be
not.
out off of Blair and back to Everest Academy. Spent a couple minutes chatting with Marcus Minichello, head coach of Everest Academy earlier today. Told me that there's a phrase that they believe in at Everest Academy. It's climb higher, and they're looking to climb higher after falling here at Spalding a year ago, 13-9. Not off to a great start in doing that today.
I don't have the stat, but the time of possession has got to be completely lopsided.
Yeah.
Spalding obviously dominating time of possession, I would say all of the first quarter, and starting here in the good ride.
What a tank
What a
Sawyer
ride.
Grant is. Sawyer Grant, an imposing figure, starts that, generates the turnover, and
There
it's
you go.
cashed in by Adam Schwab.
I think that was a combination of old school Spalding, ride hard, not afraid to get their hands dirty, with new school, a little bit of finesse, a little bit of dip, a little bit of dunk.
A couple of good
Great
shot
finish.
fakes there too, right? Like, love that. Carson Blair gets his first point of the season. The short stick D Mitty headed to play at UMBC next season. Once again this season, Coach Hockel was kind enough to collect some fun facts about Archbishop Spalding players.
Okay.
And if you remember correctly, Carson Blair last season, his fun fact was, quote, I play lacrosse, unquote.
Didn't understand the assignment, clearly.
This year, he gave us something a little bit more interesting, but the combination of the two makes me think it's possible Carson Blair is a psychopath.
Does he still play lacrosse? Is that
No,
the...
this year we learned that Carson Blair tells us he sleeps with his eyes open.
Okay, confirmed.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
Now, you need some psychopaths on your
Yeah.
team. You need some guys that just might have. I'm sure Carson Blair is a wonderful young man, by the way. I want to make that abundantly clear, particularly if he's listening. I'll never say anything bad about you now that we know that you sleep with your eyes open. Leo Reinecker.
By the way, what do you set the bar high on that comment? We got a long season. I hope the fun facts get a little
they're not
more
all
fun.
sleeping with your eyes open. Of course, we need to get more details of that as the year goes on. Like regularly sleeps with your eyes open, or you can sleep with your eyes open. There's so much that you need to know about that. Mollet. Switch comes. They get the pole. Shepard on him. Mollet fires it up front. Goes off the stick. Gavin Carpenter trying to chase it down. Does. Under 30 on the possession clock. Now we're going to really hear them barking out the clock. Now the bench is over on the near sideline. Max Davis trying to get free. They go under 10 seconds. Going to have to force something here. Schwab sends it back.
Good luck.
What a find. But a great save by Warren. Reinecker had gotten free right in front of the cage. The flag is going to come out. And it's going to be 1 minute.
Cross check, maybe?
Looked like it. First man-up opportunity of the day belongs to Everest Academy.
Tell you what, though, that last possession, low on the shot clock, first, maybe second time we've seen it in today's game, but a lot of composure. Ball hits the ground, pick it up, 2 passes, didn't see what they liked, just wanted it again. Ended up, a lot of composure, found a guy on the crease, and unfortunately, Goa made a great save, but I like what I saw there.
Reinecker will serve the penalty, the younger brother of Aiden Reinecker. So first look at the man-down unit for Archbishop Spalding. And Everest Academy trying desperately to end this drought that's dated back to early in the first quarter. So they've been on the wrong end of a 7-0 run. Showing good patience. Now the move in front, shot not on target. That was Raleigh McPherson who pulled the trigger on that shot. Raleigh McPherson goes by Rooster.
Top Gun fan.
Either that, or
Good
perhaps he
stick
just
there.
owns chickens. Shot or pass knocked down, ground ball to be had, and getting out of trouble. Great effort.
Nice ground ball there by Jackson.
Hines.
Yeah.
Hines, a junior defender from Stevensville, headed to play at Navy collegiately. And they turned the ball right back over just as the penalty had come up.
Yeah, to me, that play right there is kind of an early.
Oh.
There we go. Good ride.
Moss. Oh, now he's pushed to the turf.
There's a flag.
Yeah, it's going to come out. Easy call. It's going to go against Bergeron.
I knew something was coming there.
But how about Moss getting right back in there?
Love to see it.
So the first extra man opportunity of the season for the Cavaliers. Comes with 7:10 to play in the second quarter.
First penalty released?
Yes.
Yes.
Now we got the times on the penalties up on the board. Man, we are living
fancy.
high on the
We
hog
fancy.
here. How about that pregame spread that I was enjoying downstairs with all the various meats and cheeses? You got some of that, right?
Excuse me?
Oh yeah.
Be right back.
You didn't get the message about the pregame meats and cheeses?
I sure didn't.
Oh man, and Paul and I had a great time. I'm really surprised that you didn't
Is that
get
why he had
note.
mustard on his face when he walked up here?
There were dates and guava. It was incredible. 60-second penalty on the slash on Bergeron. Thinking about it, Mollett pulls the trigger, but Warren saw it the entire way. Imagine you're good with the shot because it's Mollett and he had his hands free.
I don't know. That was one of the no
Okay.
plays.
All right.
I mean, 10 seconds left on the penalty. They barely got the defense moving.
Running
Good
shot.
save there.
Golubowski goes down to get it. Ground ball stays with Everest Academy, and briefly McKinnon was open again in front of the cage, but they didn't notice it. What if he had switched planes on the shot? Would you have liked it better?
Well, I think that's the issue, is that he was at 10 yards. Goalie had his eyes on him in clear lane. He was tracking the entire way. If that shot comes to him after the defense is flying around a little bit, goalie's going from side to side because of, tracking the ball movement, it's a much different shot. But he looked at it, thought about it, hesitated, and then went back for it. And I think the goalie was all over it early.
Morissette
But again,
trying-
it's Brady.
it's true.
Yeah,
You
work
can
it
trust him
out,
to do a lot of
right?
things.
That's why I'm in the booth and he's down there.
Morissette and McKay were trying to do a two-man game there, but they weren't on the same page, and it leads to a
Nice little
goal
jump shot there.
transition from Carson Blair.
Perfect placement there. Little jump shot, high to low, bottom left corner.
He sleeps and scores with his eyes open.
Cavalier goals scored by
Blair's
13,
first of the
Carson
season,
Blair, unassisted.
8th straight for the Cavaliers to make it 10-2. Little surprised we haven't seen Everest call a timeout yet.
They have to have the ball to call timeout, right? Or
Yeah, you got to have it at the bottom. Or after a goal,
after a goal,
obviously.
yeah, pull the trigger. But
Back to the dot. Quick, clean win for Cooper Johnson, wasting no time. Cavaliers have it again, rolling in front 10-2. Familiar face on the coaching staff this year. Dave Sherwood's been helping out.
I see him down there on the bench.
Cavaliers legend.
Done a great job with the other programs here at Spalding.
Back at X, making the move. Good find in front, and the diving goal. It's good. Flag comes out for the push. Patrick D'Angelo on the board for the first time.
It's a good find there, right on the crease. I didn't know if it was going to be a push or a crease violation, but
I did well to
Got away
fall
with it,
away
yeah.
from the goal.
Cavalier goal
Give
scored by
Carpenter his
Patrick
first
D'Angelo.
assist and third point on the
Assisted
day.
by Gavin Carpenter.
Patrick D'Angelo gets his first goal of the season, matching his total from a year ago. The senior from Odenton headed to play at Mary Washington. 11-2, 9 straight goals for the Cavaliers. And another quick, clean face-off win for Cooper Johnson.
It's tough playing that make and take game.
Trouble. Ball comes out.
Loose ball.
Yeah, the push is going to go against Everest. This is Chernesky. Now, he gets bailed out a little bit because he was stumbling before the action there.
I agree. I think the coaching staff is okay with the loose ball push there. They all saw that same thing.
No flag on that hit. 11-2. Let's talk a little bit more about Golubowski, right? Comes from the public school level at Broadneck. Gets the opportunity. What have you noticed so far as he's made some really excellent saves, the few shots that he has faced in this first half?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's easy for him to put his head down after that early transition goal that they gave up, but didn't phase him. Came back, and I think he saved, 4 of the next 5 goal shots that came his way. But he's also getting the ball out early. I think that's guys can make saves with their, poor decision makers, and they throw the ball away, and they turn, the offense comes right back down his throat. It's, doesn't help you, but showing a lot of composure, makes a save, takes his time, finds the outlet, and it's led to some transition play here for Spalding, which they've prided themselves on. Again, when you have, great goalkeeper and Robbie Hopper, breaking up the field every time, makes your job a little easier. But obviously don't have that this year, so still trying to keep that identity. And again, somebody else is going to step up, but Kowalski's doing a great job.
11-2, the over and back, gives it back to Everest Academy. Morissette trying to get free, and now we will finally see that timeout taken as he gets into the box.
I think he just saw the big Jumbotron and said, oh, my gosh, it's 11-2.
Right? What happened? What just happened here?
Timeout.
3:40 to play in the first half as Everest Academy calls timeout. Mentioned Alex Morissette was who carried it into the box. Junior. And as his coach, Marcus Minichello, pointed out to me, he is from Quebec. So when he arrived, he spoke French. And so he had to overcome the language barrier and learn all new terms in order to be able to find success. Really proud of what Alex Morissette has done, clearly on the field, but in making that transition at Everest Academy to being able to play and communicate with his teammates.
Oui.
Nailed it. Nailed it. This guy. Yeah, we're bilingual up here, too.
We are.
Wait, which one is bilingual?
English is tough for me every day. I learn new.
Right. I
got marbles in my mouth constantly.
I do this for a living, and I'm still working on it every day. A pretty cool story. An entirely Canadian roster this year for Everest Academy. Obviously making the trip down south. Meanwhile, for Archbishop Spalding, you look at the hometowns, you see just about everywhere in Anne Arundel County. Odenton, Pasadena, Severna Park,
Arnold.
Edgewater, Davidsonville.
Well, you mentioned, transferring out of Broadneck. I think what Spalding's done over the last, 4, 6, arguably 8 years, eyes are on them. And so they show consistency, they show steady growth, they show a coaching staff that's been in place, they show success, and people want to be around success. And so I think, more and more people are coming here out of, or at least interested in it out of middle school, and you got some transfers here. And again, that's a testament to, Brian Phipps early in the days and handing over to Hockle, who's continued that same tradition. And at the end of the day, the players are on the field making the plays, but the rising tide has lifted all the boats here, which has been great to see.
Obviously, the ties of the Annapolis Hawks program as well. So many players going through that pipeline. The push there from Carson Blair.
Almost took out the
Callum
ref.
McKay nearly ended up. Slide comes. Sawyer Grant. Boy, Sawyer Grant is a force, man.
Yeah, my arms hurt just watching that check. Good look inside.
Sawyer Grant trying to get that out of trouble. Bounces it off the turf. That allows Golubowski to get it. He lobs it out to Blair. Blair wants to go for a run.
See, we got numbers 5-on-3.
Pass back to the opposite side. Giving up. Oh, and the shot doesn't get through. Big pile up back behind the goal.
And a little chippy back there.
And a lot of pushing, a lot of shoving going on right now. Saw Vincent Berger in the mix, sophomore from Severna Park, who was a standout on the JV team a year ago. Evan Hockel told me he's really good at getting the ball off the ground, scooping up, vacuuming those ground balls. Drop, but Driscoll able to get it back for Everest Academy. He's in trouble, however, with Berger all over him. Gets away from him. That'll allow them to get things set up offensively. 9-0 run for Archbishop Spalding to stretch the lead out to 11-2 with 2 minutes to play in the first half.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how long Coach Hockel keeps the starters in the game here if they continue to stretch this lead. I think early in the season,
you want to get them some more.
You want to get them some more reps and get them deep into that. I mean, at least into the fourth quarter, and then maybe change your mind. But if you have a roster that's still trying to prove themselves, it also can't hurt to bring some of those guys that were on the cusp today of starting, but didn't get the call.
Add in, they don't play again until Tuesday against Kiski Academy. Down to 10 on the shot clock. It's taken up. No. That was going nowhere.
Yeah.
But comes back to Everest.
Yep, fresh shot clock.
Brand new 60 to work with. Very impressed by Vincent Berger. Making his name known early on. McKay keeps his dodge going all the way around, and the race is going to be won apparently by
that was close.
Everest. Spalding is going to take a timeout here with 1:04 to play as they rewarded Cam Meadows, the sophomore, for his effort. Talked about Sawyer Grant and talked about Berger. Another, it's maybe going to blow your mind. There's a number 33, and it's a La Rochelle, but it's not the same one that wore number 33 last year. It's Brady La Rochelle.
See the confusion.
Takes his brother Brock's number this season. Switches from 30 to 33. Brady, I got the I team, the investigative team is on this. Brady, going into his junior year, currently listed 6'3", 215 pounds, and allegedly benching 320 and squatting 400. Now, you put up those numbers like on a normal Tuesday, correct?
Almost getting out of bed.
That's impressive. That's very. You can get out of bed without making a long noise that sounds something like.
No, I mean the equivalent noise of squatting 400.
Yeah, that's about right. Brady developing into a defensive force. Obviously, his brother Brock was a defensive force. It was one of the players that Evan Hockel told me, look, man, he could have been a starter last year easily. But given what was ahead of him, just wasn't in the cards. But all of the confidence in what he's going to bring to this Cavaliers defense this season.
And I think that leads to a lot of the confidence that Hockel has coming into the season. Is he had depth last year in the last 2 years, and so I think knowing that it's the next guy up mentality is you can put somebody out there and there's going to be no drop off. That's huge.
You didn't ask me what I'm squatting these days.
Hey, Glenn. What are you putting up these days?
Not physically capable of squatting. Not physically capable of getting down and getting back up. Golubowski again.
I thought there was a thing called dad strength.
Yeah, you think that. I hope my kid's never trapped under a car. And if so, I'm going to hope that Brady La Rochelle is around.
And get him on speed dial.
All right. Could really use him in that situation, that very unique situation.
Timeout, Cavaliers.
Getting just into the box to call that timeout and protect possession as Gutierrez was about to lose that ball on the near sideline. So with 28 seconds left, Archbishop Spalding will have the ball. And I have a question for you, Andrew Scally. It's the question that I've been dying to ask you.
Okay. I'm all ears.
Since I asked it to you at the end of the first quarter. When you engage in here?
Jeez Louise, that's a great question. Wish I've had 45 times to practice my response.
Really should be thinking about it, I think.
I'd say about 13 seconds.
13 seconds?
About 13 seconds.
13 seconds.
Just about, give or take.
That's what you're thinking here. What do you want to see on this final possession of the half? Yes, it's an 11-2 game, but this is a great practice situation for the Cavaliers, right? Like, this is when you go into the huddle and say, it's a tie game. We want to score to take the lead going into the half. What are you drawing up?
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I do see the whiteboard in the offensive huddle over there, so they could be drawing something up. In most cases, though, I'm going to a set offense that we've practiced day in and day out, so there's no confusion. Everybody knows their role. They know where to be on the field. But what I'd like to see is earlier in the second quarter we had the shot clock go underneath 30 seconds, I think, for the first time in the game, and they had composure. And so I think right here, as long as they can maintain composure, I want the ball to die on this side of the field, whether it's with a goal or shot clock violation. But just maintain composure, share the ball, and not settle for a shot that the defense is willing to give up, but work for the best shot.
And they got it to Reinecker in front of the cage on that possession that you were referring to. Moss comes back towards the sideline.
12 seconds.
Here we go. Moss now to his left. Feeds it in front. Oh, he had it. It was right there. Somehow D'Angelo had gotten free. Just didn't catch the ball. And that'll be how the first half comes to a close.
Ooh.
Nearly
a
turned
little dicey
into
there.
A really good look for Joaquin Gatt. But 9 straight goals scored by the Cavaliers, and they go to the half with an 11-2 lead. You're watching Archbishop Spalding Lacrosse.
Please stop by and get some food.
Become what you believe. Matthew 9:29. Another sunrise at Spalding. Another student thinking about their future. Another athlete making a crowd cheer. Another artist finding their voice. Dreamers having their first dream. Another sunrise for you. You who choose boldness, faith, and selflessness. Finding your community and forging your future. Making the choices that will carry you as you decide who you will become. The star of the show. A world changer. A leader. Become you, whoever you choose to be.
There's a certain type of warm, welcoming environment. That's not only what I felt as a student, but as a Spalding alumni.
That is what the community feels like. Feels like I'm home. When I first went here in 1966, there was a home ec lab, and now there is a robotics lab.
It's obviously changed so much, but it's still the same.
I carry with me the confidence that was built right here at Spalding.
Look at the people that have graduated from Spalding, and they're well-rounded. They're strong-willed people, and they want to change the world in their chosen professions. I can see through my children, and I'm now hoping my grandchildren's eyes. We're all part of something special.
A legacy.
When I was looking for a school, I was looking for a place that would take me seriously.
Somewhere that felt alive.
Spalding taught me to be a part of something bigger than myself.
I'm very excited about my future. I've been inspired. I've been pushed. I was allowed to find my voice and thrive.
When I think back to my time here, I felt prepared for life.
The education, the experience.
If I had to do it all over again,
I would not change a thing.
And I want that same feeling for my kids.
Become what you believe. Matthew 9:29. Another sunrise at Spalding. Another student thinking about their future. Another athlete making a crowd cheer. Another artist finding their voice. Dreamers having their first dream. Another sunrise for you. You who choose boldness, faith, and selflessness. Finding your community and forging your future. Making the choices that will carry you as you decide who you will become. The star of the show. A world changer. A leader. Become you, whoever you choose to be.
There's a certain type of warm, welcoming environment. That's not only what I felt as a student, but as a Spalding alumni.
That is what the community feels like. Feels like home.
When I first went here in 1966, there was a home ec lab, and now there is a robotics lab.
It's obviously changed so much, but it's still the same.
carry with me the confidence that was built right here at Spalding.
I look at the people that have graduated from Spalding, and they're well-rounded, strong-willed people, and they want to change the world in their chosen professions. I can see through my children, and I'm now hopefully my grandchildren's eyes. We're all part of something special.
A legacy.
When I was looking for a school, I was looking for a place that would take me seriously.
Somewhere that felt alive. Spalding taught me to be a part of something bigger than myself.
I'm very excited about my future. I've been inspired. I've been pushed. I was allowed to find my voice and thrive.
When I think back to my time here, I felt prepared for life.
The education, the experience.
If I had to do it all over again,
I would not change a thing.
And I want that same feeling for my kids.
Start of the third quarter here at Whittles Field. Archbishop Spalding in front of Everest Academy, 11-2. Glenn Clark alongside Andrew Scally, an outstanding crew. Cavaliers ran off 9 in a row dating back to the first quarter to open up this large advantage. What's impressed you most so far, Andrew?
Well, I think the time of possession, they're taking care of the ball, not turning it over. They've controlled the face-off X after goals, and so I think they keep the ball on the offensive side. That's your best defense, and defensively, every shot that's gone keeper's way, he's kind of made light work of. So it's been a balanced attack here.
I was hoping when I asked that question you were going to say your haircut, Glenn. But, I guess that analysis was good, too. Continued battle for the ground ball to start off quarter number 3. Back on the turf, Bergeron fighting for it.
Glenn, you got to understand, if I acknowledge it, that would mean that I know that at other times it doesn't look kept.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you always look kept.
That's a heck of a save. That's a better save than Golubowski's made today. Blair comes away with it. Mollett pushes it up. 2 goals each in the first half for Adam Schwab, as well as Brady Mollett, Zach Gutierrez, Gavin Carpenter. The Cavaliers looking very comfortable in their season opener. I want to keep that up. That's also one of the things, obviously, is learning to play for 48 minutes. You don't want to have a good quarter or a good half. You want to keep the pace up no matter who the opponent is, no matter what their level is. Gutierrez gives it up, dodging back to the right. Moss draws the slide. Jones sends it back behind. It works its way up top. Extra pass. Jones bounces it from a tough angle.
Everybody touched the ball. Everybody dodged. Everybody threw,
At one point, I thought they were going to just toss it up here to see if we wanted to get in on it.
Gets in the action here.
Braylon Jones gets his first Cavaliers varsity goal.
Another goal scored by Braylon Jones.
Sophomore from Davidson.
Assisted by Zach Gutierrez.
Played 6 sports in his life.
Is that the fun fact?
That's his fun fact. That, and he loves Clemson football.
Okay.
Don't know where that comes from. Ooh.
That could have been a lot worse than that.
Tyler Kelly did not get the license plate for that truck that just hit him. Bergeron eyeing it up. Boy, did you think that was a clean hit? I thought that was a clean hit.
I thought so.
I thought Kelly just didn't know where it was. But Cavaliers are going to have it. 10 straight goals to make it 12-2. Schwab avoids going out. Been a little bit scattered with their passing today. There's been a few that they've had to go up and snag.
I think it's one of those weird weather days where it's, a little bit of moisture.
It's been all 4
seasons. A little bit of sun,
today, yes.
A little bit of cold, a little bit of everything.
Of course, a perfect weather day. No one would want to run off to Hawaii for 2 weeks. Shot not on target from Mollett. Schwab picks it up. Yeah, obviously, not like when the season starts. That would be a terrible time to do that.
I mean, if you don't plan your family vacations around Spalding Lacrosse,
kind of a bad person.
I would say fan, but take it as far as person.
Yeah, human being.
Human being. Completely lost.
Good CT there as the long pole. Cascara knocks it out. Cascara senior, headed to play at Detroit Mercy next year.
Glenn, for what it's worth, going for a wedding, Spalding alum.
You think that gets
Air Force
you
graduate?
You think that?
Serving this country.
Now you're trying to make it about patriotism.
So
your trip to Hawaii.
Do you hate America or you hate Hawaii? What is it? I don't understand.
Next thing you're going to be like in the locker room for the hockey game. Boy, that was an interesting look, but Gat can't get it on cage. My tax dollars aren't going to this trip, are they?
We'll see.
We're going to find out.
This
is not a political statement. I want to make that abundantly clear. Just joshing, just having some fun in the booth. That's all. Is there a flag out? I did not see the flag.
I'm not sure what the delay is here.
No, there was a penalty.
Full minute.
It appears to be on Berger. So second extra man opportunity of the day for Everest Academy. Not able to convert on their first. Tom Williams feeds it underneath. Great move, but Golubowski.
Big save.
Well, you can see how he won this job, denying Alex Morissette.
Oh.
Boy, you gotta have to check on him. Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah, that was a big one. Looks like he's getting up here, though.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Look, this is the rule. When a goalie's out of the crease, they are
like any other player,
a field player. But
looks to be okay.
Does appear to be all right. And he's going to come off, obviously. Of course, you're going to have him go through the head injury procedure. Because of that, Colin Riley will come in. Riley, the senior from Annapolis.
Walking on the sideline, giving some fist bumps. Seems to be okay.
It looks like he's all right. It will be interesting to see, obviously, in a lopsided game, if they feel the need. But considering it's his first game as the goalie here, I would think they want to get him back out there if he's all right. Good fake. Ball comes free. Great effort by Reinecker. Reinicker's not giving up on it. Sawyer Grant in there as well. Boy, it nearly turned into an opportunity in front for Gat. Instead of turnover, 3 seconds left on the penalty.
I thought that got deflected. But either way, Spalding ball.
Your opinion is like irrelevant, man.
Do you want to cancel the trip? I'll call my wife and tell her we are not going to Hawaii. Is that what this is about?
I would really prefer that, actually, now that I think about it. I mean, if I can't get Hatley to come out. Back to even strength. Everest now 0 for 2, the extra man so far today. I'm just wondering why you didn't at least ask, like if I wanted to go.
We have the only Glenn that we need on the trip.
That's right, little
Glenn Scally.
Little Glenn. Gutierrez sends it back behind. Great move by Mollett, but
Wow, even better
Warren
save.
able to come away with it.
Got the reset, though. Maintain possession.
Schwab dodging left. Now Moss, head full of steam, lines it up, shoots it wide.
Good strong take.
Maybe almost too strong.
Yeah, take a little heat off, place it.
Lots of time, 40-plus seconds. Much less on that shot from Mollett. He knows he can do better
Yeah,
than
a little
that.
bit of frustration there.
You could see.
37 on the shot clock here. So they're going to a set play here.
You want to try play-by-play for a bit?
No.
By all means.
Sue me for going out the time on the clock. You know what, Glenn, I got a question for you at the end of this.
Braylon Jones. Cavaliers rolling. Jones second of the day, 11th straight.
Another goal scored by Braylon Jones,
Make it
assisted by
13-2.
Adam Schwab.
Schwab in the middle. Jones generating that jump shot. Schwab, his first assist, third point of the day. You had a question?
Not yet.
No? Okay.
Maybe with about 30 seconds left in the quarter.
7:03 to play in the third. All Cavaliers. And another face-off taker. This time it's Brody Wills. And yep.
Good face-off win. Drew the push.
Brody Wills, sophomore from Gambrels. I don't want to give away. He gave us a dynamite fun fact.
Lay it on us.
Brody Wills says his fun fact, he once ate a scorpion on a trip to Mexico.
Intentionally.
Now he didn't tell us that.
Yikes.
Nice play to break that up. Good job by Cascara. Comes away with it. Cascara thinking about it. Instead tries to, it's like he was caught in between there and what he was trying to
thinking
do.
Too much.
Had Gadd ahead of him. Going to be bailed out by a push. And we see Colin Riley still between the pipes. And it's not going to be a push. It's going to be a slash instead.
Cavalier penalty on 26, C.J. Craddock.
C.J. Craddock called for
1
the
minute.
slash. So the third extra man opportunity of the day for Everest Academy. I've consumed quite a many thing in my day.
Scorpion not on the list?
Never consumed scorpion. Crickets, I've done that.
Mm-hmm. Chocolate covered or regular?
They were like Chipotle flavored crickets.
Ooh.
And I got to tell you,
spice.
That didn't make a difference. I could still feel the legs. No, thank you.
Good look inside, good save.
Riley comes up with his first save. Little.
Now what?
Man. Let's watch the save one more time. Pass carried a little bit. Really a great job by Morissette to snag that and get the shot off.
That looked like a clean man ball, ground ball situation there.
I thought the same, but
I don't know about that call.
You know more about lacrosse than I do. And that's going to be a push. And unnecessary in that spot from Blair. The ball was already free.
I think kind of got caught between making the play and making the next play. Got hung up.
Down to 17 seconds on the penalty. Bounces off of the stick of McKay. And it's going to come away to the Cavaliers.
Big body ground ball right there. Just bullied his way into that one.
Jackson Hines. Cavaliers kill off a third penalty. Keep adding to their 13-2 advantage. It's the most unique food. It's knocked away, will roll all the way to the other side. It was tipped, so it's not an over and back. It's staying with the Cavaliers. Most unique food ever consumed, Andrew Scallon?
Interesting. Unique's an interesting one, but from Mexico, habaneros. If you haven't had a habanero, my buddy brought one back from Cancun one year. Told me it wasn't that hot.
Yeah.
Brought it into my parents' kitchen. I took a bite of it and then drank half gallon of milk,
So
cup of sugar.
Whenever I'm in,
I was in pain for quite a while.
Whenever I'm in New Orleans, I tend to stop into the Pepper Palace while I'm there and say.
Oh, that's the same question on purpose.
Yeah. Well, you're in New Orleans.
Well, you're not going to go to the pepper
It's
shop.
the Pepper Palace. Come on, it's literally a palace. Imagine being somewhere and somebody say, "You want to go to the palace?" and you're like, "Nah, I'm good." Oh!
Some heat right there.
Send Brody Moss to the palace. Put some pepper on that. Hotter than a habanero off his stick. Brody Moss's second of the game makes it 14-2. Look at the flames coming off this. Woo!
Yeah, that one was moving. That's for sure. Good find, good finish.
12th straight for the Cavaliers. When I go, I always say, all right,
the usual.
Last time I tried this. What you got for me this time? And then I got to sign a waiver, and then everybody puts on some gloves. And then she says, go purchase about 4 quarts of milk from that front case.
Glenn says, I haven't had a good cry in a while.
Yeah.
Load me up.
They tell me how many Scovilles it is, and I'm like, yeah, what are Scovilles?
It's just a number.
I don't feel pain. Who feels pain? And then I spend the next 3 hours in the bathroom. Once lost a Carolina Reaper bet for fantasy football.
And you follow through?
I did.
Impressive.
I did. They gave us 2. The person that I got them from gave us 2. I consumed 1. I downed about a gallon of milk and about a half a jar's worth of peanut butter.
Does that help?
I had been tipped off that fatty oils were helpful. And then there was another Carolina Reaper left, and 2 of the other guys in the league said, we're going to split it. And the house we were in was as that shot blocked on the way in. The house we were in was out of milk at that point.
Due to Glenn?
I
milk shortage?
Watch these 2 dudes just cry, openly weep.
The problem with those is afterwards you can't touch anything.
Nope.
Because your hands have.
Nope. Better not go to the bathroom. Better not think about it. Under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter.
The same buddy who brought the habanero home also, ironically, while in Cancun, enticed me to drink 2 full bottles of Kikkoman soy sauce.
What are you doing?
So that might be the most unique thing consumed.
I don't think it's as unique as a scorpion, though.
Not as unique, definitely not.
I'm still going to give
equally as painful.
Still going to give the nod to Brody Wills on this one. Rooster McPherson has it knocked free, trying to get it back. Yeah.
Little procedure.
Can't do that. Sawyer Grant creating the turnover for the Cavaliers. Apropos, Sawyer Grant's nickname is Beast. And he's going beast mode today. Trouble on the near sideline, and that's going to be a turnover.
Yeah, good ride there by Everest.
Max Davis just not going anywhere there. Oh, now fighting to get the ball back. Zach Dennis.
I didn't even hear a whistle. Did they? It's almost like they restarted play.
Zach Dennis just decided when he blew the whistle.
He wasn't ready.
He said,
another one. I mean, no 5 yards there.
Guys are getting after it right now on this near sideline. Zach Dennis, another freshman playing varsity this season. From Gambrels. Part of the Team USA U15 program.
Didn't know that existed.
I've called a few of those up at the USA Lacrosse over the years. It's always difficult to call.
Not much intel on
13,
14,
15
15
lot
year olds.
of data available to work with. And they don't send you those fun facts ahead of time. Should be helpful. Also, and I feel this way sometimes too calling high school sports, but certainly when I was calling like youth sports, when they used to have the Cal Ripken World Series up in Aberdeen.
Yep.
And you're calling like 12-year-olds playing baseball.
Oh, well, Charlie didn't eat a crown today.
You know,
okay.
You know what would happen? A kid would drop a pop-up, right? And you'd say, oh, that's unfortunate, but, you know, he's still going to be able to grow up and drive a truck. Do whatever he wants to do.
Possibilities are endless.
It's really hard to get on a 12-year-old that's dropped a pop-up. Just really not all that important.
Nothing a snowball on the way home can't fix.
1:04 remaining in the third quarter. All Cavaliers leading 14-2. And we are seeing some different faces out there in this third quarter for Archbishop Spalding. Is continuing to learn who's going to play what role for this team. Adam Schwab coming over to the sideline to get checked out. Appears to be all right.
Yeah, I mean, I think seeing Zach Dennis and C.J. Craddock in there early as freshmen, we've talked about, I mean, guys like Brady. We had the conversation 4 years ago saying, you know, same thing you asked me earlier, is it better for you on varsity and getting, you know, practice time and getting, you know, a little bit of game time to then set them up for the next 3 years, or do you put them down to JV? Again, Coach Hockle saw something in these two guys that said, okay, they're going to add more value here, and early games like this, regardless of the score, regardless of the opponent.
Well, I love Zach Dennis is a freshman just saying, I'm going to go be a bully. Yeah, I'm going to go be a bully here on the sideline and get the ball back. Love
and
that.
That's probably what they saw in tryouts, and you know, gave him a roster spot for it.
Sticking with Colin Riley in goal, and I'm guessing at this point, that means probably going to stick with him the rest of the way. Saw what they needed to see from Golubowski. Hopefully see him back out here on Tuesday, although that could change. Maybe they put him back in the fourth quarter. He's still on the sideline right now. Very impressive. The new starting goalie for the Cavaliers, Braden Golubowski. Out of the timeout. Everest ball still looking for their first goal since about 4 minutes into the first quarter. And they're not going to get it here as Morissette throws away looking for Gatt. Well, there's 52 seconds left in the quarter, Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
Just a thought that's
We're
running
not ready.
through my mind.
We're not ready for it.
Got to clear it first, obviously. Oh, dangerous pass. That is a buddy pass. And again, one of the things that we talked about earlier in the half, part of the reason why Golubowski won the job in the competition is because Evan Hockle, who jokingly says all he's really in charge of here is clearing and riding. That's really his only job. He just trusted what Golubowski does in the clearance game, and you can sort of see, like, the passes like that, you're asking. And I don't want to come down too hard on Colin Riley, who's getting in there, coming in cold, but those are the types of passes you can't make during the course of a season to have a successful clearance game.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Hockle played a lot of defense in his time playing, and so he's defensive-minded, and so defense does their job, goalie makes a save. Job's not done until you get the ball over the midfield line and get to your offense, and so obviously takes a lot of pride in that clearing game.
Great effort by Trevor Brewer staying in the mix after he was the one that was hit in the clear. Brewer breaks that up. Junior long pole from Davidsonville, committed to play at the Coast Guard Academy. 16 seconds. A lot of defending right now for Archbishop Spalding. Got to dig in for a few more. No whistle before the goal. Ooh, and a late hit, and the flag is going to come out on Christian McKinnon. He's going to be sent to the penalty.
Foul there. Not sure what it was for.
My gut tells me with 8 seconds left, we're not going to be able to talk about when you engage because the answer is going to be carry the ball over to the start of the fourth quarter.
I would agree.
And
Everest,
be man up.
30 seconds.
We'll keep it in the back pocket.
Yep.
We'll keep it in the back pocket.
It's a real shame because it's my favorite part of the day. I come home from work. My kids say, "Father, how was your day today?" And I say, "Son,
I ate a ghost pepper and I asked a really important question. Life is good."
At the end of the third quarter,
that's going to be how the third quarter
Everest
comes to a close.
2.
Spalding will be man up to start quarter number
Cavaliers
4,
14.
stretching the lead out to
Again, we'd like to take this time to thank our
14-2
sponsors at
after
Spalding Lacrosse.
3.
She, he, Lexus of Annapolis.
Great to have everybody with us this season opener. Reminder, we'll be bringing you almost every home game this season for Archbishop Spalding. One or two in there will be carried in other places. And when that happens, instead, Sean, Andrew, and I gather, and we all sit on the couch and watch popcorn underneath a blanket.
Watching the Ocho.
It's beautiful.
Congratulations to the Spalding girls lacrosse team with their victory with a score of 10-7.
I mean, how else are you going to get such cohesion up here in the booth?
You got to have team building exercises.
Team building exercises.
It was weird because you guys told me that we were doing trust falls, and then, as it turns out, I just fell repeatedly, and you guys never attempted to catch me.
It's funny for us too, but
it's a little offended by that. I think we got to work on our communication. I just learned that.
Was it fool me once, shame on me?
Fool me twice.
Yeah. Don't get fooled again.
Won't get fooled again. 14-2. All right, so we've talked about what we've liked. I know it's hard because it's been a 14-2 game, but anything in particular that stands out to you as something that you'd like to see still cleaned up a little bit moving forward?
You mentioned earlier, I think the stick work has been a little sloppy at times, but it's hard to knock them on that. I mean, it is early in the season. It is a weird weather day here, so you got some sticks that are backing out and not responding the way they normally do. But yeah, other than that, I've liked what I've seen. I think they can clean up that little aspect of it, which comes with time and more practice, more reps. I like what I've seen from the roster.
A lot to like. We'll see who all gets out there. It will be Riley still moving forward in goal. No face-off here to start quarter number 4 because the penalty that went against Joaquin Gatt. So 22 seconds of man up to start quarter number 4. Cavaliers, just their second man-up opportunity. Weren't able to convert, so that's another one you'd like to get a man-up goal. Don't have a ton of time, under 10 on the penalty. Looking towards the middle, instead dumped down underneath. It was a pretty good look for D'Angelo, but it was saved. Warren throwing some checks in there. Warren just trying to help the ball get over the end line, and does.
Another half second, he's going to get that push call, reset on the shot clock, but unfortunately the ball's already out of bounds. It's right there. I mean, were they 0 for 1 going into that?
Yeah, 0 for 2 now.
0 for 2 now. I think that's, obviously an area. And you asked about stuff that, focus in on to improve. I think defensively, what are they doing, 4 penalties?
3, yeah.
3, yeah.
Craddock and Colton combining to force that failed clear. Good effort in the ride. Thomas Colton, junior from Annapolis.
Getting another chance here at the man up.
Flag comes out. Obviously, they'll take their time before that. Well, second flag, I guess, offsides. Yeah.
Or offsides, yeah.
But if the initial flag was for offsides, you can't be more offsides.
That's correct. So Spalding to score 6-1-7 here.
Back behind to X. Now Grizzle feeds it. Shot from Carpenter is saved by Warren. And it will be EMO number 3 on the day
an offsides penalty
for the Cavaliers.
Looks like they're keeping the same personnel out there. It's not going with
the first EMO group.
First EMO group.
You see that a lot. Even after you've pulled starters, you put that first EMO group out there just to sort of have cohesion.
Reps, yeah.
Yeah. Chase Grizzle, sophomore from Friendship. And haven't picked up the other flag yet. Is there another penalty?
Two offside calls there. So
now, how does that work?
So you stand corrected.
How does that work, Andrew?
You're asking the wrong guy. Said, you know what? That looks like a lot of fun. Let me follow you over the
was to understand. All right. Well, I learned something. Grizzle keeps it moving. So 6-on-4 for 30 seconds. Cavaliers in no hurry. Penalty's about to run up without them getting a shot in a 6-on-4. Indeed, back to even strength.
Outside.
It's a parent goal.
And a push. No push. Interesting. I thought he was falling before contact was made.
Decent look for Dennis. Not able to convert. So 0 for 3 on the extra man for the Cavaliers today. Everest just looking for a goal.
Yeah, emo's an interesting one. It's typically something you practice towards the end of practice. You're tired. Typically don't dedicate enough time to the actual reps that you have. So it's no surprise early in the season, lack of reps, that both teams have kind of struggled on the extra man.
Looking underneath, that was the idea from McKinnon. I don't think that was a shot. I think that was a pass.
Yeah, not on the same page.
But perhaps you give Colin Raleigh a save anyway because he was in the goal area and he did catch the ball. Trouble in the midfield, ball taken away. Everest gets it back. Can they finally end the drought here? Nope. Decent look for Gatt. He had one of those 2 goals back in the first quarter.
Timeout, Cavaliers.
And Spalding's going to take a timeout as Coach Hockel, no matter who's on the field, wants there to be a higher level than what he's seeing at the moment.
Yeah, he's definitely not happy with the last couple minutes of play, between the man-up situation, the penalty, fail clear, this is going on. So call timeout, get the boys back on track, give them a little confidence. Guys, take a breather, get back after it.
All right, so I don't want to talk about it, but we're going to talk about it. For the players that are back from last season, do you think they talked about it, tried to use it as fuel? Do you think they've ignored it, said this is a completely different team, nothing that happened in the past matters? If you were in charge of things, Andrew Scally, how would you handle what we all know occurred at the end of last season?
Well, we alluded to it earlier. I think these guys have seen a lot of success over the last handful of years, and I think there's probably a lot of frustration that still, resides within all of them. I think they've put in the work, they've gotten the right personnel, the coaching staff is consistent. They just haven't been able to get over the hump and break through that ceiling. I think they're going to approach this year the same way they did last year. Guys, this is the year. There's no yesterday, there's no tomorrow. It's right now. Let's get it done. And so I think they can also rally some of the other guys on roster that weren't maybe getting the playing time that they were and say, guys, listen, this is what it takes in order to elevate to this level. But what we've seen the last couple of years, it hasn't been enough. So now let's find that last gear that we haven't been able to find and bring this thing home. So I think there's some frustration. I think there's some motivation. At the same time, these are high school kids that see it for what it is and just playing a sport out here.
Sometimes those things can be good fuel, right?
Agreed.
You want guys to remember the heartbreak. You want them to remember what it felt like, and we don't want to feel like that again. Other times, you don't want it to turn into self-fulfilling prophecy. You just want to move on from it. That's what happened. That wasn't us. This is us. We're writing our story. The wraparound look won't go, and Callum McKay frustrating because he knows he had a good look at that, and he didn't have backup. And somebody's got to be rotating in that spot. Dangerous pass in the midfield. Great job by the long
composure
pole.
there.
Davey Butta scooping that. You could say he was smooth like
Butta. I was talking with Sean about the roster maybe a week or two ago. I saw Berger on there. I said, Sean, you're going to have a field day with that one.
It's going to be a good couple.
You're going to have a field day. Now Butta's on the list.
We had a whole conversation earlier today. My wife is a mayonnaise and mushrooms person on burgers. And I don't care for either. I am a traditional man. I want basically what Jimmy Buffett sang about, right?
There's a song about
for the most part, except for I want barbecue sauce as my condiment.
Wow. I'll do mayonnaise from time to time. Big mustard guy, big relish guy.
You seem like a mayonnaise guy. Oh, big hit. Ball comes out of the stick of
Yeah, that
Henry
could have been
English.
worse than what it was. Took a little off the gas pedal there.
This is looking like a tennis match at the moment. It's going back and forth and back and forth. But yeah, lettuce, tomato, onion.
What about jalapenos? I'll do jalapenos.
I do love
that's
jalapeno. I do.
That's the
Actually,
highest Koval that I'll go on a burger.
I like the combination of jalapenos and pepper jack. I do like that combo. Now, Paul Garza says it's not a burger without bacon. Don't get me wrong. I love bacon on a burger. I mean, I'm a good red-blooded American, after all. I just don't know that it's necessary.
I'm not. If you ever catch me taking bacon off a burger,
no,
you just
no. No, I got
take me behind the woodshed. But I'm also not. I'm not adding it to my burger.
Okay.
If it's not on the menu as
okay.
You know.
All right. It's a very interesting thought process.
What do you think about Spam?
I love Spam. I didn't think I did until I put it on a burger once. A burger with Spam. Oh, great finish. And finally the drought is over. No, wave it off. Yeah. Creases the call. I think that's a goal mouth. Callum McKay, momentum carries into that cone.
So you had the meat lovers burger. Spam.
I thought it was
bacon.
Crazy. But some grilled Spam on top of a burger. Maybe you even go a little bit further with some pineapple.
Yep.
Really good, man. I thought Spam would be gross, and I was wrong.
That was phenomenal. I just started getting into it. It's great. Sodium, he's great for me.
Yeah, lots of that.
It's great for me.
God. Reinecker. Double comes. Ball comes out. Nice little CTGB combo in there for Cascara.
For the layman, CTGB. Translation, please.
Cause turnover. Ground ball. And when it's a Cavalier who does it, I'll say it with a little more emphasis. When it's the other team, it's just acknowledging. It was a nice play. And Cascara has been one of the pleasant parts of what's been a tough day, obviously, for Everest.
Yeah, you wonder how tired these guys are having played yesterday, the travel, etc.
Yeah, long trip. They'll continue this trip, headed down to Florida. Play Woodlands at IMG Academy next Tuesday, and then they'll play IMG Academy next Wednesday. Actually, I say they're going to continue the trip. I would assume they'll go home first, but I don't know that. I did not ask Marcus Minichello that question. Cascara comes away with it, feeds it in front, and that will finally end the drought. Rooster McPherson, go ahead.
Can't do it.
No.
Not doing it. Not now. Wrong team.
It's true. McPherson's first of the day.
But yeah.
Makes it 14-3.
That's the Spalding name we're having.
Oh, yeah. Well, we would have a season. I truly miss.
Field day.
Kind of wish there were some more Wolves in the family. Got some younger brothers on this roster. Another Reinecker, as we pointed out. Brooks Bennett, Gordy Bennett's younger brothers on this roster. Third goal of the day for the Cavaliers. Michael Enzer comes on.
Enzer in the goal for the
junior
Cavaliers.
from Severna Park. Played in 4 games last year. Allowed 5 goals. Made 6 saves. 4 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Cavaliers had scored 12 straight until that McPherson tally. Gavin Carpenter's still out there. Younger player making his varsity debut. Carpenter in some trouble, has it knocked away, trying to go get it back. Instead, the ground ball scooped up by McBride Hyde.
Good deflection there, got the ball back. Should be a reset on the shot clock.
Caden McBride Hyde getting some looks from various colleges. Had caused a couple of turnovers in the opener against Fork Union. There's Carpenter again.
Timeout, Cavaliers.
Timeout taken by Spalding with 3:10 remaining. As they will just getting on the board maybe in the fourth quarter. Again, we talk about it, right? Like the game's not in doubt. It hasn't been in doubt for a very long time. But you still want to be sharp. You still want the guys that are out there to be playing better.
I love the fact that he called timeout here. I think if you're Everest, you're saying, hey, what are you guys doing here?
Right?
Let's let the clock run. You know, we got reservations. But that's Coach Hochul doesn't have an off switch. He is always on, always thinking Spalding Lacrosse, always thinking strategy, always thinking about his guys and put them in the right position to be successful. And so saw something he didn't like, called the timeout, and see what they come out with.
Now, you made reservations for us, right?
Cheeseburger.
Yes.
We're on our way.
All in. You gonna do the full? You gonna go the pounder? You're gonna do the whole?
Yeah.
Wait, you get an hour? You can do it. You can do it.
I think I can.
I took the challenge once
14 times.
when I was like 22.
Yeah.
I did it.
Didn't pay for it?
It was a rough day. It was a really rough day.
I'm noticing a trend here.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? It's about, what do they say? I don't want to hear about the labor pains. Show me the baby.
Yeah, sure.
It's about the accomplishment. There you see Michael Enzer.
Did I see your face on the wall at Cheeseburger?
At the time, yeah, 100%. I don't think, again, that was like 20 years ago. I don't
you were
think
crying
it's still
too, right? You're always just eating food and crying.
100%. That's most days, yeah. Most days. When I'm working on my third pint of chocolate chip cookie dough at night, just weeping. The restart. Cavaliers have it.
So then for Everest.
Yeah, they pulled the goalie. They're going to try to get the ball back, and they're going to find success.
So that's frustrating for Coach Hochul. He drew something up, took the timeout. Guys, here's what we're going to do. Laid it out there. Probably didn't anticipate Everest coming out, full pressure, pulling the goalie from the cage.
I love that, too, from Marcus Minichello, which is, look, practice is practice. These are live practices against a team in heat, wearing a different color, trying to get after you. And at some point this season, you're going to need the ball back. You're going to need the double and bring the goalie out and win the ball back. So why not use this as an opportunity to practice that?
Yeah, you don't get that same level of intensity. Oh, big pickup.
Enzer gets a save.
Probably surprised him there a little bit.
Yeah,
long pull out of a little scuffle.
Cascara trying to add a goal. He comes off hobble a little bit. You don't want to see that. Ball still loose. Finally picked up by Griffin Hughes.
No one wants to catch the ball here.
Griffin Hughes, the senior's headed to play at Florida Tech. Some trouble, but a good job by Reinecker to hold on to it. Cavaliers get it back, ticking towards 2 minutes to play. Oh, they had a chance there, 2-on-1, but the pass was just a little bit behind Zach Dennis. Two minutes left. Good job getting that through for Joshua Shepard. Got their personnel out there. McKinnon trying to get another one for the road. McKinnon knifing his way through, but the trail check gets the ball out. Nice goose. And Brewer picks it up cleanly. It wasn't a first-time ground ball, but it was close enough. We'll count it. D'Angelo comes away with it. How about Trevor Brewer looking good? Made a couple of plays here in the second half. 1 minute. Cavaliers cannot take the clock all the way to the end of the fourth quarter. Again, Goldie comes out, and again, it's successful.
Ball turnover, yeah.
Everest, 2 for 2, getting the ball out after pulling the goalie and doubling the ball. So can they get one more before this one's over?
Well, I like it. These guys are playing and coaching, whistle to whistle here.
McKinnon gives it up to Morissette. Just like he drew it up.
The assist and the goal to himself.
Just like he drew it up. Morissette gets his first of the season. Makes it 14-4 with 35 seconds left. Meant to do that. That's what he's going to tell everybody. It was a shot the whole way. Everybody knew that.
Hey, shows up in the paper. Goal.
Counts. One more face-off here. Kelly will go back out there for the Cavaliers. He's not going to be playing college lacrosse, but intends to go to Virginia Tech.
Sure, I'll have a blast.
It is not an uninteresting place to be on a Friday night. 20 seconds left. Everest looking for one more. Is going to be a pole. No, not able to get the shot off. Shepard was fighting through a couple of white shirts. They try looking to the doorstep one more time. Pass not on target. 4 seconds left. Chance to chuck it down and celebrate for the first time this season.
Undefeated.
Archbishop Spalding rolls for 48 minutes. They were dominant in a season-opening 14-4 win over Everest Academy. Andrew Scally, some final thoughts from you today?
I was happy the way they came out. I mean, I think it was probably a long off-season given the way the season ended last year. And so to come out here this early in the season, get a win, and control, really dominate for the first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter got a little sloppy, but they showed a lot of good stuff, and I like to see some of these new names making some plays, so I'm excited for the season.
I'm excited to be back with you on Tuesday. Andrew, you
will be on the beach.
Are running away from us.
I apologize.
I
will miss you.
Seeing you in a couple of weeks.
But there's nothing a pina colada can't fix.
Enjoy your trip to Hawaii, my friend. Thanks to everybody for joining us today. Thanks to Paul Garza and our great crew for making the broadcast possible. We'll see you Tuesday when the Cavaliers take on Kiski Academy. For Andrew, I'm Glenn. Again, your final score, Spalding 14, Everest Academy 4.